Alright, welcome guys. It's Fire Emblem Awakening time. Can you believe it? I'm just making sure all my audio is good on my phone. Give me a second. Okay. Sorry if there's like a little humming or hissing sound in the background. I think that might be my computer's working overtime right now. Like I have a laptop, not an actual desktop, and anytime you do anything on this thing, it just sounds like it's dying. So that's kind of what's happening right now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can hear that in the background just listening back to the stream. Usually a little life hack I like to do is I just unplug it, wait for the fans to cool down because it stops sounding like a jet engine when you unplug it for some reason, but since I'm live and on stream, I don't think that's a good idea because sometimes the emulation slows down and a lot of things slow down when you unplug it because it's not getting a huge amount of power. There's no technical power supply, but whatever. We're not going to worry about that right now. What we're going to do for this video is we're just going to play Fire Emblem Awakening and just chill, pretty much. Last time I was playing, I did Apotheosis, and we finished it. We finished the Apotheosis, which is so awesome, so cool. But yeah, this time we're just gonna chill. We're just gonna have fun, play some Fire Emblem Awakening, and it's gonna be a good fun time. Just making sure I have all my screens in order. Like I said, I have a laptop, so I'm not on like a dual monitor setup. So I just have my Citra window open, and then my OBS window open, and then my stream manager on whatever. Man, how do I forget what browser I'm using? Opera, okay. I was trying to think of the name. I could not think of the word opera for some reason. Even though I heard that you technically shouldn't be using opera because there was a whole thing a little while ago about how they harvest data and send it to China or something. Something like that. I forget. But yeah. So this is a casual playthrough. Should I go male or female? I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's go with male. Male Robin's chill. There's this one build that I'm using in another playthrough. It kind of looks like Joker. Yeah, it's pretty much it's just Joker.
Let's do it. Here's how it's done.
See, what are all the hair colors? Ooh, there's pink. You know, pink, love pink. One of my favorite colors. This one's a better pink though. What are all I don't know a single person on this planet that uses build number 3 for Robin. I feel like I always see just one or two. Pretty much always just one. Sometimes I'll see two. I've never used 3. I've only ever used 1 and 2. Like, what's the 1 and 2 on female Robin? The female Robin for the like every once in a while when I'll use female Robin, I kind of switch between them. But yeah, no. I've never seen anyone actually use. Should we try out build number 3? Why not? What kind of customization options do we have? I'm not a huge fan of these hairstyles. This one's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, changing the face just changes the color for his cloak. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I like any of these. I'm gonna be so real. Oh, this one he just looks sad. How unfortunate. Let's just kind of do the one build I was thinking, or we could keep it basic. Just go ones all around the board. Yeah, the classic Robin. I'm trying to think because I know I'm doing like a casual playthrough, and usually whenever I'm just doing a regular playthrough, I like doing male Robin, but I'm also thinking should I grind just a little bit? Should I do female Robin so I can pass down Gale Force to someone? Is it worth it? Does it really matter? Question mark. Probably not. Let's just keep it simple. Oh, let's change the name. Let's name him Corin because that's not the game he comes from. Yeah. I don't know about anyone else, but I take customization like sometimes really seriously in games. Like I was playing Animal Crossing a little while ago. Like I was for about a week or two, I was really into Animal Crossing. I was playing Animal Crossing pretty much all day, and I got a kind of like a really, I'm not going to say bad because it's nice, but I got kind of a bad location for the plaza because what I was doing was I wanted to do this pattern where I had like house, space in between, house, and then space in between for a sidewalk, house, space in between, house, and then the sidewalk in between the two houses would like stretch up into another like house, a little space in between, another house, because I think you can only have about 8 villagers, right? So I was trying to make space for 8 houses and make it kind of like a neighborhood looking thing, but I didn't like how close the houses were to the plaza, so I was like, well, shoot. And it kind of ruined everything. And I was legit kind of stressing about it because I was like, oh, I can't get all my houses to look the way I want them to. Space in between house and then the sidewalk. Okay, I was just making sure that my audio still worked, which is kind of odd because it sounded like it paused there. Oh, is it like... Oh, is it buffering? Is the audio buffering a little bit? Okay, sorry about that. This is what happens. I get all paranoid that my audio isn't working. But I remember this happened before. Yeah, this happened before on a YouTube stream where on my end, my audio was buffering, but everyone else was saying that it was fine. I don't know. I think it's okay. I wish there was a way to tell what the audio was like. I know I can open OBS, but just because I have my audio stuff open on OBS, that doesn't mean it's fine on Twitch, which is unfortunate, which sucks, but... And I'm not even that big of a streamer either, so that doesn't mean I can just say, hey guys, how's the audio? I kind of have to just figure it out on my own for a little while. Okay. Let's see, combat animations off, other animations off. No, keep those actions on. Yeah, off. Confirm auto, no. Cursor memory, circle pad, digital. Turn the music down a little bit. Whenever I do speedruns, this is always like the slowest part for me. Because if you watch any other speedruns, they'll just be zooming through all of the settings they need to change. And I'm always really slow. We also need to change the game speed to fast. I think anyone who plays with normal game speed is just insane. I think anyone who plays with normal game speed is just insane. Okay. Every once in a while, I think I'm just gonna pause for a second so I can test the audio. Because I'm not sure what the flip is going on with it. And we got a dual strike. Nice. Love to see it. Gonna be able to get this done in 3 turns.
That's it.
I think only one time in my entire life I was able to finish the prologue in 2 turns because Robin got a crit and then Chrom got a follow-up attack or something like that.
Shall we then?
I remember I got really lucky with something and it was super hype and everyone clapped and it was so awesome. And like I said at the beginning, we're just going to keep it casual, so not really going to do any speedrun strats or anything like that. We're just going to be chilling. Even though it's so easy to grind EXP on Robin and just solo with Robin. I remember Nyarlathotep did... Get that out of here. That's the second time someone's done a link. But said this once before, say it again. This is the second time I've seen the like previews on this one website. Click this link. It's like, nah. I'm gonna do my best to get rid of those comments. Because to my understanding, they're just scams. They're just straight scams. They can't be trusted. I could be completely wrong about this, though.
Right.
They could be actual people trying to help me. And I'm shooting myself in the foot here. How much EXP does Chrom have? He is 64, yeah. He's getting a pretty decent amount here. But as I was saying earlier, soloing this game with Robin is super easy because of the skill veteran that just, what does it do? It doubles EXP? Yeah, 50% more EXP while paired up with another unit. Yeah, 50%. So, as long as you're paired up with Robin, you can get a stupid amount of EXP. And as I was saying, Nyarlathotep did... I guess not Nyarlathotep, just Gnarly. Am I saying that? Am I saying their channel right? Gnarly? I think so. But they did a challenge a few years ago where they tried to beat the entire game with just Chrom and Robin. And all of the comments were like, yeah, soloing with Chrom and Robin is actually like the most efficient way to play Awakening. But to be fair, when you don't really play this game a lot and you don't know any speedrun strats or anything, you know, I'm sure Nyarlathotep didn't know that. I'm sure they didn't know that, like, the speedrun strategy is to just play with Chrom and Robin, so...
Right.
Look at that level up. Beautiful. Even got a little bit of luck, even though luck is my flaw. Okay. Is Frederick gonna kill? Yes, he is. Okay. Let's pair you two up. Maybe Frederick will get a dual strike, so Chrom can get some EXP here. Great work. Level up? Level up. Heck yeah. Pretty decent. I always felt like the luck stat was never really all that important. there's some skills where it's definitely important, like arms thrift, but as long as you have more than 50, you're good, because the trigger rate is double your luck. Heck, even if you had 48, I usually put all stats +2 on my units, so...
Oh,
And I'm pretty sure that it calculates with stat buffs. I'm pretty sure. I hope. But, you know. I do claim to be really good at this game, but I'm not a genius. I don't know every mechanic. I'm just a nerd. I don't know everything.
good.
Dual strike? No dual strike. Okay, whatever. That's fine. It's whatever. I don't know. It's not like I care or anything. Dual strike? No dual strike. Okay. Okay. I think the audio is fine. I think sometimes it just has to do with how my phone reads the stream or something. I don't know. I know realistically I don't need to be as paranoid as I am all the time with, you know, the stream settings, but... And I've said this so many times. I've said it like 100 bajillion times, but something in my brain just tells me, hey, your audio's not going through. Your audio's clipping. The sound isn't on. You're not screen capturing. It drives me crazy. Even though I know, realistically, I'm probably fine. Just my brain always does X to doubt. Alright. So does anyone need healed? No, not really. Expecting someone will be here in a minute. No damage. How much defense does Frederick give? It must be a lot if I'm taking 0 damage from attacks like that. Okay. Crom, you're going over here. And of course, Lissa can't reach. Thanks. Actually kind of irritates me, I'm not gonna lie. Cool.
That's it.
Beautiful. Nice. More luck. Cool. Yeah, of course you go after Crom again. I just want to heal Crom. Not because I'm worried he's gonna die, I just want to get some EXP with Lissa. Because I'd like to use her until the end game. Yeah. So early on with Lissa, you get about 25 EXP each time you heal. And you get more EXP depending on what kind of staff you use. I've noticed that rescues give a lot of EXP on a low-level unit. Probably because units that low level aren't supposed to be using, like, rescues and physics and stuff. Maybe if I get some arm scrolls, I'll just throw them on Lissa so she can use better tomes. Not tomes, staves. Just so she can get a little bit more EXP. Because I've noticed that healers usually don't, at least the way I play, I don't really use healers all that much, which is definitely a problem. But that's just because, you know, in most situations, I'll either let my units just heal on their own with like a vulnerary or an elixir or something, or the map's gonna be over soon, so who even cares about healing that soon? That's just me, though. Okay, so in my past playthroughs, I've tried, and I don't know what goes on with them, but I've tried using Sully and Stall in past playthroughs, like this year. Like, I've done 3 separate playthroughs of Fire Emblem Awakening this year already, and I've used Stall and Sully before, and they just kind of suck. Like, on their own, they're not terrible units. They have good stat mods, but just for some reason, their growth rates aren't all that high while playing the main game, which is unfortunate. So I don't think I'm going to be using them. But honestly, most of the time when you're playing normal casual Fire Emblem Awakening, you really don't need to worry about which unit's good and which unit's bad. Just as long as you kill stuff, you're doing great. So it's not too important. You know, for other maps like Tiki's Paralog, you definitely want good units there. For Apotheosis, you want good units. For the DLC, you want good units. Like, there are times where you want good units, but most of the time you can kind of get away with having some underperforming units and you'll be okay. Let's get Lissa out of the way too. Ah, of course you go for Sully. So then Miriel should be here. Then we can... Yeah, sure.
Hmm?
Alright, sorry about that. Every once in a while, you gotta have an interruption, right? Can't always be quiet. Every once in a while, might have to just hop off for a quick sec, but shouldn't be too bad. You know what? I'm just gonna keep my mouse right on that mute mic button, just in case anything happens. Oh wait, hold on a second. My computer battery's low. 94? How the heck did I lose battery? It's plugged in all the time. Yeah, there might be a quick dip in quality for like 2 seconds. So I unplugged my computer.
What?
Alright, rad. So then, oh wait. So I want Lissa to heal so she can, well, we can just heal on Sully. Boom, more EXP. But she's in the way of getting attacked. Awesome. Love that. Rad. Cool. So Vake is actually such a good unit for the main campaign. Like outside of the main campaign, I wouldn't really recommend using him, honestly, but during the main game, dude, he is so good. He has really good strength mods. He just performs really well. And I hardly ever used Vake in any of my other playthroughs. Like, I'd use him while I had him, and then replace him with, like, Rickon or something, because magic users are OP in Awakening, but earlier this year, I did another playthrough, and I used Vake, and I told myself, you know what, let's just keep Vake, because I hardly ever use him, and then he was so good. It's not even funny. Heck yeah. Let me guess, that skill boost from Virion +2, that's not too bad, actually. Keep Sully right there, and then Frederick right here. I usually don't use Frederick either because, you know, Jagan type units don't gain all that much EXP. So, I don't know. I've tried using him in the past, but you kind of have to get lucky with with an Anna's pop-up shop kind of thing to get a second seal, because what I try to do, you know, Frederick comes pre-promoted, so he doesn't gain as much EXP as everyone else, which means he's gonna kind of suffer a little bit later on because, you know, his growths aren't the same. But if you get a second seal and turn him into a Cavalier and then kind of restart him and then build him up, that would be... That's different, but yeah, like I said, you kind of have to get lucky with either an Anna's pop-up shop, or if you have enough renown, you can just get one out of the renown rewards. Yeah, yeah. So, I'm not gonna say it's not worth using Frederick. You just kind of have to work with him a little bit, which could kind of be a turnoff for some people. But it 100% is doable. Like, if you're a huge Frederick fan, you're like, I have to use Frederick, then you can do it. I'm just not sure how worth it is. Oh man, Lunatic Plus. I have yet to try Lunatic Plus. I'm kind of a weenie baby, and I've only done normal casual. Maybe in the future I'll try Lunatic, but I've seen so many people talk about how unfair Lunatic is, and I'm not sure I want to subject myself to that torture yet. Oh man. First 3 chapters. Gotcha, okay. I remember I tried Lunatic in the past, and I got stopped at, like, the first map. Like, I died 5 times on the first or second map, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is impossible. I think the only way I got through the first one was by using speedrun strats and just kind of soloing with Crom Robin, like, paired up. And I was kind of able to, you know, squeeze on by that way. But then I got to the other chapters, like chapter 2 or whatever, and I was like, can't be done. It's just impossible. I think some Fire Emblem not maps, but some difficulties in Fire Emblem are just, like, straight up unfair, I think. And
Yeah, I rule.
I don't know what, like what games specifically or what difficulties, there is no way you got a magic growth. Okay, I guess if Vake wants to use a bolt axe later on, he can. But yeah, I don't know what difficulties or what games teeter on the side of unfair versus just challenging. Was hard Hector mode? I never done Hector mode. Forbid playing classic permadeath on units while having an axe lord. Oh yeah. I know a lot of people do pay attention to the weapon triangle. I usually don't. Gonna be so real. Mostly because there's really no consistent way I can check. Like Engage, if you pull up the little settings menu, it'll just tell you. And plus there's a bit more incentive to... 6% crit, cool. There's a bit of an incentive to use the weapon triangle because, you know, you can break enemies, which I think is super cool. Like, I'm not the biggest Engage fan. Like, I like Engage, great game, but I think having the incentive to, like, hey, know the weapon triangle so you can break enemies, I think that's super smart. Another stat that we had to factor in, which was the Constitution. Huh. I'm more of a 3DS era Fire Emblem fan. I think that's where Fire Emblem peaked. So I don't know all that much about the GBA titles. I just know Blazing Sword is awesome because Lyn is cool. And Sacred Stones has some pretty boppin' tunes. But I've never finished any of those games, which I need to. I recently just started a new save file in Sacred Stones because I haven't played that game in like 2 years. Still think Sacred Stones was a great title. FE Awakening was the best entry since it introduced casual... Yeah, exactly. The only reason I started playing Fire Emblem was because I liked playing Lucina in Smash Bros. Which, that seems to be how a lot of people started playing Fire Emblem. They just say, oh yeah, I played one of the Awakening or Fates characters in Smash Bros. So I decided to check out one of the 3DS titles, and then I loved it. At least that's what I've noticed. I'm one of those people, so... See, can Lissa can't make it. But yeah, I think Awakening is... A lot of the later titles, like... I haven't played, what are the game... Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn? I haven't played those games, so I can't say. But... I would say, if you're playing on the casual difficulty on, like, Awakening and Fates... Like, pretty much everything after Awakening is pretty casual-friendly, which I think is really nice, because not everyone wants to stress over, where do I put my little anime guy on the chessboard to make sure I win? So I think some of the GBA titles really stressed that you have good strategy, which I think is good if you're into that, but not everyone wants to deal with that at the same time, so... Okay, let's have Vake be right here. Go to Vake. Or Miriel, that's fine. Miriel will survive. That's right, the arena. Yeah. And, you know, of course, take everything I say with a grain of salt, because I think overall I've put, like, 5 hours into both of the GBA titles, and I hardly even remember any of that, so everything I say definitely probably is wrong and inaccurate just because I don't have that much experience with the older games. Like, I've put almost 1,000 hours into Awakening, and then like 200 hours into Birthright, and then like 210 in Three Houses and Engage. So those games I know a lot about. The GBA ones, definitely not. So this chapter is actually really easy if you have Vake with you, because or Frederick if you want an axe user. But pretty much just have him go to the right, get the hammer, kind of clear out some of these guys, and then attack Raimi. Or you can just straight up ignore the hammer and just use Robin and Muriel, if you really want to. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just magic spam. It's really easy. I think it's kind of dumb how broken magic is in Awakening. It's so... As long as you're a magic user, you pretty much won the game. Okay, so we're gonna have Rom go over here. Yeah, exactly. I think the only thing that I don't like about Dark Flyers is their low defense, but that's it. But yeah, like you say, Gale Force, Tomes, and a flying unit, they're just broken for no reason. Like, there's almost no reason to become a Pegasus. What is it? Like a Falcon Knight or something? Or a Pegasus... I think it's Pegasus Lord or something. I don't know. That's true. That's true. Okay, let's pair up Vake with you. And pair up you two. Yeah, let's use Frederick, kind of draw some of those enemies closer, so then we can get the jump on them. And then I'm sure Crom will be fine here. Oh yeah, I should have unequipped Frederick's weapon, so then he wouldn't kill and hog all the EXP. Well, shoot. Okay, well, Frederick has the key, and that's fine.
Right.
Okay. Good work, Frederick. Once you're fully grinded up, like you have all your stats maxed, you have really good skills, it doesn't matter how low your defense is, because once your level is really high, it doesn't even matter. Like, most Dark Flyers cap at, like, I think 46 defense with the Limit Breaker. Yeah, you can just one action them. It's not that hard. But I'm thinking, like, Apotheosis terms. But Apotheosis is meant to be hard. Even then, I think there's only one round of archers, which could really mess up a Dark Flyer. And then, you know, Dark Flyers have Gale Force. They could probably just kill a unit, and then, you know, Gale Force move away to defend themselves. Or just use an elixir, if need be. Just end there. Ooh, 4K crits. What's that? Oh, 4,000. Oh, okay, okay. I thought you meant that was like a mod or something. Because I remember a little while ago, I saw a video about, like, every enemy, every unit has 100% critical hit rate. So I thought that was just the name of the mod or something. But yeah. I have a couple mods for Awakening. You know, not installed, of course. Right now it's pretty much just vanilla Awakening. With, you know, of course, as probably anyone would be able to figure out an HD mod. But that's more of a texture pack than a mod. But I have like a 99 movement mod, a Super Robin mod that pretty much just buffs up their stats to like 200, which is awesome. Everything is one durability mod. That is kind of interesting. And then some other stuff like that. I would love to get some more mods, but those are pretty much all of the interesting ones I could find on Game Banana, because that's where I get all my mods for Awakening. So I'd like to get some other mods, but those were pretty much all the interesting ones I could find. I'd also like to check out Project Thebes maybe in the future, because that looks interesting. I think it adds some like new maps or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah. Modding Awakening is really fun. Who had the key? Crom has the key. Okay. Let's heal with Lissa again. More EXP. Nice. I like having Lissa on my team just because I like Lissa. I think she's awesome, but like I said earlier, making sure healers keep up with the rest of the team is surprisingly difficult. Because they can't attack, so they can't really grind EXP. The only way you can get them to grind is just by healing all the time. Like, even if they're missing 1 HP, just having them heal anyway is super good. Ooh, Muriel's not gonna make that. Ooh, and... okay. Vake is just gonna die, actually. Okay. Oh, you can't really back out, though. Oh, yeah, yeah. I love things like that. I remember a little while ago, I watched a modding video, but I didn't know it was a modding video. I thought it was just a regular video about Fire Emblem Awakening, and they were showing off modded classes. And they had, like, Manakee Sumiya, Togwell Sully, and I was like, wait, what's going on here? That's not right. It was hilarious. You know what? Oh, Vake could have just traded with Heckin' Virion because he has a Vulnerary. I'm a silly Billy. Never mind. I was about ready to just retreat Vake all the way back. You know what? Let's do it anyway. Just so Lissa can have the EXP. Let's do it twice. Even more EXP. Like, I didn't need 10, like, the 12 turns I'm probably gonna use, but it'll be awesome. Please don't get a dual strike. Oh, Muriel. You messed it up. I wanted Raimi to have a little bit of EXP so then Muriel could kill and get a level up, but whatever, it's fine. That's fine. Alright, wireless features unlocked. Yeah, so much 430 renown? Okay. So yeah, this is what I was saying. So right now I could second seal my Frederick into a regular Cavalier, so then he can keep up a little bit more, but I don't think I'm gonna use him. I think I'm just gonna bench him for Kellum, because Kellum has some really good defense mods. Yeah, let's get you two out of here. We'll do Muriel and Sumia. So, how much res does... Okay, yeah, so should probably attack with magic. Yeah, that's so true. Once the second gens get in here, pretty much the entire cast gets benched. We can also cheat and just give everyone Gale Force. That works too. Yeah, exactly. The second gens pretty much make a lot of the first gens just not even worth it. Well, I wouldn't say not worth it, because there are a couple first gens. Like, Sumia is actually really good because of, you know, Luna Gale Force, and then female Robin is pretty good too because of, you know, Gale Force and Sorcerer. Cordelia is pretty decent. Gale Force Sorcerer is pretty good. The only thing that kind of sucks with Cordelia is she has a -1 magic mod, which makes her a little less offensively capable. And she has Soul instead of any other offensive skill. You could also do Vengeance. Exactly. So, I would say one thing people sometimes ask me is if they should do male or female Robin. And usually what I'll say is, if you want a really good Morgan, go with male. But if you want like a if you want a really good Morgan, do male. If you want just a good male, yeah, if you want a good male Morgan and female Robin, go with female. So it's kind of like you can split up that power between Robin and Morgan with female Robin, or you can just kind of dump all of your assets into female Morgan and go with male.
Anyone else?
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to go with meta and do whatever's really good, then I don't really know if there's an option that's inherently better, because, you know, like you said, if you want a really good female Morgan, then you'll go with male and marry a second gen. But at the same time, if you go with female, you can get 2 extra really good units out of it because you can pass down Gale Force. Because with male Robin, he doesn't get Gale Force, so he's automatically a little bit worse than female Robin. So it's kind of like you can spread out your power a little bit, but it's whatever. You can still get a really good, you know, male Morgan if you marry a Rickon Owain. That's a pretty good build, I would say. Yeah, Lucina, she's a, you know, she's a good unit depending who you marry. Ooh, Sumiya might die here. As long... Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Okay. Oh, dude, come on. There she goes. What a shame. Shoot. At least she protected Crom a little bit here. I was getting distracted with yapping. I wasn't really paying attention to what was going on. Okay, let's just get rid of Lucina because she's obviously the biggest threat here. Can Lissa reach? No. Okay. Then let Muriel get the kill, farm some EXP. I think she's still level 1. Oh, she was level 2. My bad, my bad. Got some speed. Nice. Love that. Okay. Get the rapier. Okay, let's just hope for the best here. That's not really the best, but Muriel's gonna die. I can already see it. Yep. Now they're going for Vake. Don't worry. Vake solos. Well, at least he's supposed to. One thing that I actually really like about the 3DS era of Fire Emblem is that the units are really customizable. Like, you can do pretty much whatever you want, you know, with, you know, marriages and classes and stuff. You know, especially in N-Gage, too. N-Gage has really good customizability, which I really enjoy. Okay, let's heal Crom. And Vake. We'll just... Oh, wait. Vake can do the con... Oh, yeah, there's nothing there. Never mind. Okay. Let's just hope the fighter goes after Lissa and not Crom. Yeah, just like that. Okay, we should be okay here. Let's hold off on the healing and just see what happens. Okay, I think we've secured the win here. If Robin doesn't fumble here, we should be alright. Let's heal with Lissa so she can get a little bit of EXP there. Yeah, we got this. Okay, rad. But yeah, like I was saying, I really like the customizability in Awakening. Because as the protagonist, you can marry whoever you want. Even the spot pass characters. And Aversa and who's the other character? Walhart, they have exclusive skills. So that gives you a little bit more incentive to like kind of marry them and experiment. Like with Aversa's skill, you can use dark magic and a non-dark magic class, which is super cool. I think Walhart's skill is just called Conquest. It's either Conquer or Conquest, but yeah, and that protects him from, I think, just all bonus damage. So I think that's like armor and cavalry. So if you have that equipped, you know, no downsides to being a Great Knight or a Conqueror. Because all your weaknesses are just covered up. Except for maybe a res weakness, but as long as you have the DLC, you slap the res plus 10 skill on him from the Dread Knight class, or the Dread Fighter class, you know, you're good. Yeah, exactly. It's a really good skill. But I love experimenting with the Shadow Gift skill. Because then you can have your Morgan be a Grandmaster. Because I actually really like the Grandmaster class. It's pretty good. Because you get... I think the Grandmaster class is the only class in Awakening that gives you swords and tomes. So, that's kind of cool. At least I'm pretty sure. I know Dreadfighter gives you, what, swords? Yeah, I know Dreadfighter gives you sword, tomes, and I think axes. So, that's something. Yeah, the only unisex. The only unisex class. Okay, so this one's kind of tricky because I feel like I can never keep Rickon and Maribel alive on this map. Same thing with Cynthia's paralog. I feel like Cynthia always dies and I can never keep her alive. Oh no, Dark Knight I know is also unisex, and I forgot about Dark Knight. You're completely right about that one. Dark Knight also uses swords and tomes, but Dark Knight isn't all that great of a class. The stats are kind of weak. Yeah, I know Dark Knight is unisex because Muriel can class change into it pretty early on. Let's keep... Well, how much defense does Lonku have? Not much, I would imagine. You know, 7. Kinda low. Keep you two together, because I know you're not going to be doing much. And then here, Chrom and Sumiya up, because they're a super good combo. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Oh, dude, that's so real. Thanks for dropping by. See you around, man. Alright, let's see. Let's put... Should have swapped units here. But let's put you two together. You guys don't perform too bad. 45, she might be able to make that out. Yeah, okay. And Crom with the follow-up attack. Nice. Woof. Such a good level up. Okay. You know what, Bake? You'll go over here. Oh, that's right. Right, you two. Hopefully the like the notification and stuff went through. I don't really have any way of rewinding the stream to actually check. Unless I do and I just don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna do an audio test real quick. Unless I do and I just don't know. Okay. Already been going for an hour. That's crazy. There's some days where I feel like time moves super slowly when I'm streaming. Like, I remember when I was playing Resident Evil 4, those, like, last couple times, like, an hour had gone by, and I felt like I was sitting there forever. I was like, oh my gosh, it's only been an hour. And I try to hit about 2 hours. Because, I feel like a 2-hour stream, that's a pretty decent amount of time, right? But, yeah. Then there's other times where, you know, it's been, like, a few days ago, I was streaming Awakening Apotheosis. That was almost, 3 hours. Or no, 4 hours. It was 3.5 hours. And it did not feel like 3.5 hours. But I think it kind of depends what headspace you're in at the time and stuff. Sometimes you're in the mood to stream, and sometimes you're not, and time passes by super slowly. All just kind of depends. Nice crit there, Lunku. Okay, a mage. Oh, yeah. Sumiya's pretty good against mages because of that high res.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I guess I wouldn't say high res, but higher res. So. How much defense does Muriel have? Oof. Ooh, no, you should not go near a physical unit. Not at all. It's not worth it, girlfriend. Gonna get your world rocked. Okay. This is... yeah, he'll be fine. Oh, man. An 85? You missed an 85? That's surprising. You know what we'll do? We'll switch and remove the lance. That way, can't really do much. And counterattack and steal EXP.
Let's do it.
The predicted outcome.
Okay, cool. You know what I'll do? I'll just use the Vulnerary. I have a strong feeling Rickon is gonna die here. And this is what I'm always afraid of, right? Because I feel like I can never get these two to stay alive. I feel like they always die super quickly. Wait, what? Oh, you have 0 res. That's why. Okay. Should I put you in the bush so then you have at least a little more avoid? I probably should. There, he has 10 avoid and 1 defense there. So, better than keeping him out in the open. Okay, good dodge there. Okay, you should... Oh, of course you can double. Yep. Of course, of course. So I'm saying, I can never keep them alive. I'm confident there's a strategy. There has to be a strategy to it, but I just feel like I never can. Okay. We'll just keep you with Robin. That way you kind of can't die. You're already at level 10? Oh my gosh. Oh, +1 speed. I guess that's enough to double. Nice. Oh, a hand axe? Vake will gladly take that. The Vakester.
Asinine knave.
Was it really worth it? Was it worth it to deal 10 damage? And you died. You died for it. Dude, come on. No more reinforcements. This is getting ridiculous. This map gets kind of annoying sometimes with all the reinforcements. Same thing with that one map. I think it's chapter 23. That one is really a pain in the butt. Because you have all those reinforcements showing up pretty much every other turn. So you can never really nip it in the bud. You kind of just keep attacking until they stop, and I really don't like that. It's not really my jam. My space jam. Oh, speaking of movies, I was thinking about... I said Space Jam, and I was thinking about Space Jam 2 for a little while. Was Space Jam 2 really that bad? Like, I'm not going to make a case for it because I never saw it. That's like a genuine question. Was Space Jam 2 really that big of a flop? because I think I've only seen the first Space Jam like one time. So, and I've heard everyone else really liked it. Everyone else thought it was a fire movie. So, was the second one just that bad? Or was it one of those things where it was still good, just not as good? Because I feel like that mentality people take a little too far sometimes. Like, don't get me wrong, there are bad movies out there, duh. But I think sometimes people have this mentality of, like, oh, it wasn't as good as the first, so it was just bad. It's like, well, no, let's not get hasty here. A movie can definitely be not as good as the first one, but that doesn't mean it was just bad. Like, I feel that's what happened with The Amazing Spider-Man 2. In my opinion, I think The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is actually really good. Like, I think the first one was a lot better, but the second one, it was still good. Because people say they were juggling too much at once, and I honestly don't really see that, in my opinion. They said they were doing too many villains at once, which I'm just like, nah, dude, what do you mean? People also said the same thing about Spider-Man 3. People said they were juggling too many villains at once, which I can see that. I can see what would make people think that, because how many villains were in Spider-Man 3? Like 3? Spider-Man 3 was trying to do 3 villains at the same time. There was Hobgoblin, but that got resolved pretty fast because he ended up losing his memory. So he wasn't really a villain anymore because he technically didn't exist. So that kind of gets written off a little bit, which you could complain about that, saying, oh, Hobgoblin was hardly important. Like, he was... You could make that argument, because, yeah, he was there for the first, like, 20 minutes of the movie, then he lost his memory, so whatever. And then we got Sandman. And then Spider-Man pretty much killed him. I'm trying to go through the entire movie in my head, but I can't remember all of it. I'm remembering bits and pieces. I don't remember how all of them fit together. That was a pretty good level up. But yeah, so he gets the black suit. So we're kind of focused on black suit Spider-Man for a little while after he pretty much destroys Sandman. Then, yeah, he has that whole feud with Brock for a little while. Then he gets rid of the black suit. Then Brock turns into Venom. And then Sandman comes back. So, I don't know. I think if someone explained to me why there were too many villains, I might be able to get it. But the way they were going about it, it was like they were kind of... There were a lot of villains in it, but they were focusing one at a time. And if one wasn't important here, there was someone else taking its spot. Which, there is no way I got a rift door. That is crazy. That is really good RNG, I think. I don't know what the spawn rate of rift doors are on the shiny tiles. That's actually crazy. And we got some gold. Give all that gold to Anna. You know what? Let's use the rift door right here. See what items we get. Steel sword, steel axe, and elixir. Oh, I can't afford anything now. I'm broke. I don't think anyone can use these yet. Oh, Crom can. Okay. Good for you, Crom. What about the steel axe? I think either Frederick or Vake, probably. Let's give that to Vake. Take that hand axe. But yeah, I think if someone explained to me why they thought there were too many villains going on at once, I could probably see it. Like, my mind's open to this. If you know, if you explained why, I think I'd get it. But the way I see it, I think the way they went about it wasn't all that bad. Because what they were doing, I think, was doing one villain at a time.
Okay.
So, like, Hobgoblin was kind of a thing for like 30 minutes, but then he got amnesia, doesn't really remember a lot, so he's kind of on the back burner for now. And then Sandman was a whole thing, but Peter completely washed him away with the water in the sewer, so he's not really important. And then for a little while there wasn't any villains. The real villain was just the black suit, which was focused on for a little while. So I guess the black suit was kind of the villain for that arc. And then for the big finale, it was Sandman and Venom, which super awesome. So, I don't know. I didn't think they were doing too much. I think it was fine. But don't get me wrong, I honestly think the first and second movies were still better. Like, my ranking is Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 3. But that doesn't mean Spider-Man 3 is bad. I still love Spider-Man 3. It's a great movie. I remember watching Spider-Man 3 all the time when I was a kid. Mostly because I think that was the only Spider-Man movie we had on DVD at the time. Like, that's pretty much it. We had Spider-Man 3 and then The Amazing Spider-Man. So those were, like, the only ones I really got to watch a lot. Okay, we need to draw out Gaius.
Look
I hate how laggy the magic is sometimes. So, I could definitely have some nostalgic bias for Spider-Man 3, and I'm sure I do, because I've seen that one so much. But even doing my best to ignore it, I still think Spider-Man 3 is an objectively good movie. Let's keep Maribel over here, and then we'll have Rickon go over here to deal with this choke point.
I've got your back.
I'll get this one.
Yeah, Sumiya has really good skill and speed. Her growths are looking real swell for those stats. Oh, what are some other movies I think? Trying to think of other underrated movies I've seen. But I'm not that much of a movie guy. I usually prefer to watch TV shows over movies, but I'm trying to think. I don't know. I honestly can't think of any. You know, how about I just keep talking about movies that I hate? Okay, not that I hate. That hate's a strong word, but um I know this is going to be a hot take, but Spider-Man No Way Home, it's great for nostalgia, but then once you start actually looking at the story, there's lots of plot holes and things that just don't really make all that much sense. Like um when they said everyone got pulled from their universe and different times at that universe, I always thought that was a little confusing because how does that work? Like, you're pulling people and villains from their universe and different times in their universe, but like that doesn't make a whole lot of sense because I feel like it'd just be pulling from the present, not the past. And then I also thought it was weird when a lot of the villains were like, "Wait, we died?" Like specifically the lizard. The lizard is a really good example, right? Because there's pretty much no reason to pull the lizard at a certain point in time because he was alive in the present. The lizard never died in the Amazing Spider-Man 2. In the Amazing Spider-Man, he just went to jail. He was just serving time. And then I'm pretty sure there was one point in the movie where Dr. Connors asked Electro, he was like, "Yo, Electro, did I die? Am I still alive?" But it's like, dude, Dr. Connors, you're still alive, my man. There's no reason for you to be asking that. You should pretty much be caught up to date on everything that's going on. So he should have memories of being alive in jail. So that just didn't make any sense. And then shoot, what else? I think Sandman, a similar thing with Sandman, because Peter forgave him at the end of the movie and let him go, pretty much. So, Sandman getting riled up about dying shouldn't be a thing either, because he knows he should be fine too. At least I think. And then Electro knowing that Peter Parker was Spider-Man didn't make any sense. Which, that was confusing in and of itself, because I think the whole thing was the Doctor Strange accidentally pulled, like, Spider-Man and villains who knew Peter Parker was Spider-Man from different universes. But Electro doesn't make sense, because Electro shouldn't know that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. And the whole scene everyone always points to whenever they say that is when Andrew Garfield actually unmasks himself in front of Electro. Electro goes, "Oh man, I honestly thought you were black." So, like, that should be enough proof to, like, make a case that Electro shouldn't know. Or doesn't know as much as he thought he did. So, yeah. Like I say with pretty much everything I always do, you know, take what I say with a grain of salt, because, you know, I haven't seen that movie since, like, oh man, really late 2022. I forget when that movie came out. I think it came out in 2022. I think I saw it like a couple of months after it released, so it's definitely been a while, so I 100% could be misremembering some things, and I probably am. And I'm sure there's some explanations to help kind of explain some things. You know, but still. There were some things in that movie that just didn't make sense. Ooh, no, Rickon, you'll be okay. Yeah, with 1 HP. Mm-mm-mm. Love my G Fuel. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I wonder when we're gonna get a new season of Smiling Friends. I think the last episode was when Pim finally turns green, or whatever, the episode about the snowman. I think that was the last episode of Season 2. So I wonder when we're gonna get more. 4% critical hit? No way. Save some weapon durability. Nice. But yeah, need to know ASAP when I'm getting more Smiling Friends. I think the only episode that I honestly didn't really like in the second season of Smiling Friends was the whole adventure that Alan went on with the paper clips. Like, it was still good, just in my opinion, not as good as the other episodes.
Anyone else?
And I don't even know how exactly to put my finger on it. But, you know, I still liked it. It's still a good episode. Just not one of my favorites. But I did love the episode about the, Dr. Psychotic or whatever his name is. I'm making an evil... What was it? What's the name when you... Okay. What's... You're making like an evil egg baby. I'm making an evil clone of myself in my evil laboratory. Homunculus. That's what he was. He was trying to create a homunculus. Oh, dude. And the thing Charlie said in the restaurant, he's like, you keep, you know, bringing up creating life. Have you ever tried, like, talking to a woman, like, creating life with a woman by, like, fucking her? And I was like, Charlie, you didn't have to say it like that, man. Oh, that was hilarious. I loved that. It was so good. Charlie's a mood sometimes. Gonna be so real. Oh, there goes Muriel. What a shame. We might have to restart this map. It's not really going very well. We might be able to clutch up here, though. Ooh, you're gonna take a lot of damage. Yeah. Is there another mage? You'll be okay, but... not great. Nice. Dude, Chrom and Sumiya duo goes crazy. They perform so well together. Like, even ignoring how good a Sumiya Lucina is, they just do really well together. I think it's because of how much speed they have, because they both have pretty decent speed.
Who dies next?
Who dies next? I love that. It's kind of funny. Okay, yeah, Lucina. Take out one of those guys. Cool. Love that. Shoot. You have an elixir. You don't have anything, so you need to be healed. Which is fine. We can do that. I'm worried about Lissa because she can't really go anywhere. There's all these units over here. I have an idea. Kellum, you need to heal. If everyone's health wasn't so low, I might have to just sacrifice someone. Someone might need to be sacrificed. That's the way this is going right now. And I don't like it, but that's just what's happening. Okay. Let's hope Crom gets a dual attack here. A dual strike. Yeah, there we go. Cool. So then, if Pain gets, or Kane gets an attack here, looking good. Then Rickon can kill here. Looking good. Okay, so now I think Lissa can start to move in here. And I'm not really worried. I think that this thief isn't really going to do much to her. I think she'll be fine. I'm just worried about what's going on here. I don't know how to handle that. This looks tricky. Yeah. She's definitely badly hurt, but she'll live. And got some defense. Nice. Okay, I think what I did was actually the best way I could have handled that. Okay, Kellum will get low, but he won't die. Cool. Okay, nice. Let's get rid of you.
I suppose you tried.
I think Gaius does better as being a supportive unit. Because I've put him out on the battlefield before, and he just, not all that great. Like, he does fine. He has really high speed and skill, which is good. But his attack's a little low. He joins a little sucky. He's not bad. Like, look at these skill and speed. Like, really good skill and speed, but low res, low defense, not that great strength. So, he's better supporting. Like, I can't tell what stats he gets, or, yeah, what stats he gives being a pair-up, at least not right now. But, you know, I'm sure he's giving maybe... I'm sure he's doing the skill and speed for sure. Maybe the one defense, but I doubt it. I feel like that's coming from the Beast Stone. But yeah. He's more good for support. If you kill Valadar, that would be awesome. Can you do it, Sumiya? Can you kill Valadar? Let's try. Okay, so she'll live. Heck yeah. Yeah, Sumiya, let's go. 100 EXP, nice. I just want to feed some EXP to her because she was pretty low. I think when she started this, she was level 3, and now she's level 6, so she's improving. Beast Killer, nice.
Come on in.
I can't afford it. Do I have any money in the, Okay. Does anyone have anything I can sell? Nope. Just gonna have to pass on the Beast Killer. What a shame. Crom and Sumiya, get those supports up. Yeah, that's another thing. Not only do Crom and Sumiya just perform really well when paired up, but you can also just, you know, support grind. Because I usually, pretty much always, I marry Sumiya and Crom. Because in my opinion, that's the best pairing. Because Sumiya passes down Gale Force, which is super important. Good speed and skill mods. That's pretty much it. Crom passes down the Luna, which is really nice. So, and Ether is pretty nice. And then Crom passes down Paladin, which is really good for Cynthia. So yeah, overall, it's just good for Cynthia, good for Lucina. Should we... Let's keep Virion. We don't have that many magic users. We only have 3. Did I say Virion? Rickon. I meant to say Rickon. Let's keep Rickon. And then let's give Miriel... Yeah, give her Wind. He's not using a Vulnerary. Oh, Spare Concoction. Cool. You have an Elixir. Vulnerary. Spare Concoction. Vulnerary. Concoction. Vulnerary. You have nothing, but you have high speed anyway. Oh, Spare Vulnerary. We'll take it. Draco Shield. How's your defense? Let's check everyone's defense. 12, 10, 3. It'll probably be Lissa. Or Miriel. Oh, who had 4? Maribel. She'll be fine. Well, probably not. Let's give it to Miriel. Because she sees combat more than Sumiya and Maribel, so... And then this chapter, we get Cordelia. So, that'll be good. Dual Strike? Aw. I think I rely on Dual Strikes a little too much. I just hope for the best. Because they're so broken. And they make life so easy. Nice. What? Why can't any of you reach? What the heck? Okay, that's annoying. Let's try to draw some of these archers away from Sumiya, though. Because that's no good. I definitely could have looked at the map and strategized this a little bit better. Like, put Riken where Lunku is. But whatever. Ooh, 20 damage. Not cool. He's almost dead after that. But he got some defense. He might be able to tank a little bit more here.
Anyone else?
Yeah, he's dead. Oh, no. Oh, no. How unfortunate.
Mind yourself. Formulate a plan.
Dual strike, heck yeah.
Now that strategy.
I feel like everyone is suffering a lot here. Everyone's taking a lot more damage than I'd like. Dodge? No. What the heck, Mirabelle? Oof, okay, this isn't looking good. Heck yeah, thanks, Crom. Okay, this is looking a little rough, but I have an idea. I have a plan. Okay. Well, I would like Kellum to be able to... Okay, well, Kellum can do this, actually. Give you the javelin so you can't get outranged.
Good.
Got a sword out of it, cool. Have Riken go for the brigand here. And put him in the bush so he has some extra dodge here. Make Lunku attack the archer. Hope to get a crit here. If he doesn't, that doesn't matter. But he did. That's awesome.
You're no warrior.
Okay. So then this gives Pane the space to move here. Now she's not going to kill, probably. Unless we get lucky with a crit. Yeah, no. Wasn't going to happen. So that gives Muriel the space to move over here. And do this.
Be strong, foul miscreation.
Every time Muriel talks, all I hear is Mitsuru. Thanks, Terra Platt. Like, anytime I hear Yuri Lowenthal, all I can think of is Ben 10. I'm gonna be so real. There's Cordelia. Do you think Yuri Lowenthal... I feel like there's some roles Yuri Lowenthal has done that hardly ever get acknowledged. Like, Ben 10, I feel like doesn't get acknowledged all that much. He voices Marth. I feel like that's a pretty big role. Like, every Fire Emblem fan knows Marth. And I feel like Marth hardly ever gets brought up. Same thing with Yosuke. I think he's, of course, he's struck gold with Spider-Man. Everyone knows him as Spider-Man, which is cool. But yeah, the only roles I think people actually like talk about pretty consistently with Yuri Lowenthal is Spider-Man. I think Sasuke from Naruto. I don't watch Naruto. I don't know any Naruto character, but he voices a character in Naruto, and then Ben 10. But yeah, other than that, a lot of his other characters don't get brought up all that much. Same thing with Makoto from Persona 3. He voiced Makoto.
You're no warrior.
But yet again, you know, Yuri Lowenthal doesn't really talk all that much when he plays Makoto, which is wild. A little while ago, I saw the Persona 5 cast was doing some like interview thing, and then I think one of the interviewers asked Xander Mobus, like, what was your favorite line when you were playing Joker in Persona 5? And he goes, I don't know, I had like 3 lines. The guy doesn't talk. So that was really funny. This is really dangerous for Maribel, but I need Lunku to live. It's okay. If she dies, she'll come back. Thanks, Kellum, for having a really high defense stat. We love that. Yeah, we need to get some healing with Sumiya here, so... There we go. Can Pawn get... Oh, Pawn can just kill. Let's go for that. To this day, I don't know how to pronounce Pawn's name, so if you hear me switch, like I've said Pain, Pane, Pawn. I've never heard her name pronounced, so I still never know how to say it. Miriel Solo? When? Now is when.
The predicted outcome.
So, how many units have we lost? Of course, it doesn't say. Oh, just hit my microphone. Okay, that one's definitely gonna come through. It has to. Sorry about that. But, we've lost Rickon, I know. And Vake. Rickon and Vake is who we've lost. So... I know there's 4 reinforcements that are coming, either this or next turn, which I'm not looking forward to. Just, let's put Crom and Sumiya and Cordelia over here to deal with that when they show up. And let's keep Miriel close, but not too close, because she has the wind magic that I want to be able to use on those Wyvern Riders. Oh, please dodge. Oh, no. Add Lunku to the amount of units lost. How unfortunate. Yep, there they are. Oh my goodness. Let's do it. An 8% crit. No way. Nice work, Muriel. Got a steel axe out of it.
The Togwell must live.
Nice. Looking awesome. Okay, so let's go to Crom here, get that bonus damage for the I was gonna say parallel falchion, just the regular falchion. And then Cordelia, yeah, should be able to double here. Okay. Heck yeah. Get that level up. It kind of is a waste of uses, but at the same time, when Maribel is a Troubadour, I still, to this day, don't know how to pronounce that class. But when she's pre-promoted, she can't really do anything. When Lissa is still a cleric, the only way she can gain EXP is through healing, so I'd rather their stabs just break and have them level up sooner than kind of just, you know, not.
Well fought.
Cool. Crom could use some res, but that's alright. Remember to take breaks? Yeah. I was just about to say, I think that is about it for today. It's about a 2-hour stream. Not too bad. I was expecting to get a little further in, but I don't think did too bad. So, yep, that was the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I would love to keep playing Fire Emblem Awakening. It's my favorite game of all time, and I would love to play more of it. I think maybe in the future I'll do some streams where I test out some mods. I think that would be pretty fun. But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do next stream. Maybe Mario Kart. I've been just addicted to Mario Kart 8 lately. I was really thinking of playing Mario Kart 8 today, but I don't want to burn myself out too much by playing Mario Kart 8 like every second of the day. But maybe I'll do some Mario Kart soon. I know doing more casual games is something I like. When I did Smash Bros, that was really fun because that was a casual game, didn't have to worry about making any progress or doing anything specific, just hop onto some quick play, have some fun. I did Mario Maker a long time ago, that was fun. Did Mario Kart 8 a long time ago, that was fun. So casual games is nice. So yeah, I think I'll do some more casual games in the future because I think I need to. Because I'm always worried when I do these more story-focused games that I need to either finish them or get to a certain point where everyone's satisfied with not watching. And yeah, I don't want to like start story games and just not finish them because that's kind of lame. I still have a bunch of other games I need to finish because I keep starting new games. Like Fire Emblem Engage, I haven't touched that in months. Persona 3 FES I need to do because I started that and it's been a while. Fire Emblem 3 Hopes, started that a while ago, still need to finish it. Resident Evil 4, started that a while ago. The list keeps going, but there's the bump to my microphone again. I cannot stop committing acts of violence against my microphone. But yeah, I'll try to get more into those other games that I said I'd finish and I haven't yet, but we'll just keep going and see how things go from there. But yeah, Hopefully you guys liked the stream. Make sure to hit that follow button. That'd be super cool. Make sure to check out the Discord, Instagram, and YouTube linked in my About page. That'd be super cool if you join those. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. I love you, and I will see you all later.